Hello there, Gemini friends. How are you guys doing? I am blessed and grateful, glad to be out here. My name is Myra. And if this is your first time viewing my channel, looking at videos on my channel, welcome and thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. My channel is called Healing Tea Talk, and I basically inner healing guidance, anything that brings you to a greatest version of yourself and your consciousness, your clarity. Even our bodies. So if you click on my Instagram or Facebook pages, you'll see that I am very much in love with the idea of being healthy, whether that's healthy food, healthy living, emotional health, stable mental health, spiritual health, and growth. Okay, so check those things out. I put little tidbits, encouraging messages. Sometimes it might be a recipe, sometimes it might be something I'm growing in the garden, but I just shared all things that have to relate to health and wellness. Okay. So, with that being said, Gemini, I just wanted to thank you guys for your support. If you're returning, thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted to when I upload. But if you don't want all those emails in your inbox, just subscribe and don't hit the notification bell. But your support is greatly appreciated because it helps with the sustainability of my channel, Gemini friends. So I'm just looking at the cards here, seeing which oracle decks I want to pick from for you guys. I'll start with the Angel Oracle deck. We did just have our drawing for the 300, hitting the 300 subscriber benchmark. So thank you guys for that. Moki7231. So join me in congratulating her on winning her free 30-minute reading with me. And you too can be a winner. Just comment, subscribe, like the videos. Let me know you're out there, and I add your name to the drawing bucket. Okay. So the first card is fresh air. You are an air sign, Gemini. So this speaks to getting outside, being in nature, walking on the ground, being grounded. So before I even went into my rant about subscribership and all that, what I was going to say to you, Gemini, was as a fire sign, air and fire, air, right, fans the flames of fire. It makes us hotter. I love me a good air sign. I love me a good air sign. What we have in common oftentimes is not wanting to be grounded. I was going to say that to you guys when I started thinking about you guys and your reading and what was going to come up. It's immediately I was like, I hate to be grounded. Like, I would love to just do things that motivate, encourage, inspire people, right? Which is air energy, to think a lot, to be philosophical. I'm a Sagittarius. So this is grounding energy, fresh air. It's getting outside, spending time with kids, very practical, having your feet flat on the ground, which is a great grounding exercise, except if you're here in Texas and the ants will eat you up. So I got eaten up bad yesterday. I don't know if I was trying to ground myself. I had a very emotional day yesterday, and so I went to visit my grandmother's grave, um, and just talked to her. I was missing her terribly. I've recently relocated to the Texas area, and so I went over to visit her plot, and it was a beautiful day here yesterday. But I just needed that grounding energy, and so I cleaned off her headstone and just stood there and was trying to be helpful to somebody else's flower thing got knocked over. So I was trying to be helpful and picked it up and tried to put it back at someone else's site and got bit up by ants. And so in Texas, be careful being grounded and walking on the dirt. You could step into a red ant pile, and that is no fun. So anyway, I digress, Gemini. Mercury is also coming out of retrograde, so you guys can relate. So fresh air is needed, and it looks like there's an opportunity down here to forgive. Um, it says this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. And this angel is playing with pets, right? which are also good for grounding. Because this could not even be about. It could be just a reading about being grounded, Gemini. It really could. I'm going to, for that reason, I'm going to use the Nature's Whispers deck. Pets are very good. They are therapeutic as well. Don't you guys agree? I am a dog lover, and so I just love pets. It's something about dogs. I just love them. They just have that. There's like an intuitive sense about them. It's very simple loyalty, but they are so perceptive. I just love a good dog. If I could have a Labradoodle, that's what I would want. And we have the room for it out here. Like there's tons of space. I'm on 8 acres of land down here, but it's the maintenance and I guess I have the time for it. We'll see. Maybe I'm speaking it into existence. I would love to have a dog though. The thing is, I care too hard, and I love hard. I'm extremely empathetic, and so if I wasn't with the dog, I would be worrying about the dog. Like it would bring another level of stress to my very simplified life right now. Okay, so nothing came out of that deck. Let's try notes from the universe on love and connection, Gemini, and see what energy, Holy Spirit, you have. What messages do you have for Gemini for the next 10 days here, going into August, July 2019? And I am going to do your August readings here soon, you guys. So for the next 10 days, Holy Spirit, we are looking for the highest level of divine guidance for my Gemini friends for the next 10 days. Thank you. Yeehaw, Gemini. It says, when it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us, the universe. So it looks like some of you may be looking that this opportunity to forgive is truly an opportunity to forgive. You're deciding who's coming and going. And then the card up underneath that, Gemini says, it's not only about being right. It says, in all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went to the greater length in considering the other's perspective. Don't you agree? So you are being asked to be the bigger person, it looks like, Gemini. So let's do your I'm so full of good news today. I know people are like, I ain't watching her. Well, the thing is, I'm a true Sag. I am blunt. You guys can relate to that. I don't always realize when I'm being blunt too. I just feel like I'm being honest. So, I'm holding the King of Cups in my hand if you're wondering what I pulled out. So that's water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Which is seeing a situation through the eyes of love, being a good judge of character, not overly emotional, just seeing a situation through the eyes of love is the overall energy of your reading, Gemini. And I feel like your energy could be defensive, or the other person is being defensive. Could be fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. They're standing in their truth. They think they're right. And you could think you're right. But we will get clarity. So your recent past energy, I just saw it, just a second. Okay. In the recent past is the Knight of Swords. This is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But this is having a very, very clear idea, Gemini. It's your energy. A clear path, a clear course of direction. This is what I'd like to do. This is how I'd like to do it. And moving full steam ahead. Somebody doesn't agree with you. You have a disagreement with somebody with this 5 of Wands energy. Again, a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. There's a disagreement. You all don't see eye to eye, or there's some level of competition. It's a disagreement. You have a disagreement with somebody. We could get clarifiers. All right, so what is Gemini's current energy, Holy Spirit? What energy are they sitting in at this very moment? What energy is Gemini sitting in at this very moment? How are they feeling? Okay, Page of Pentacles. So it's not conservative like a Four of Pentacles, but it is, you know, being, see how this peacock isn't as high as a queen. So on the Queen of Pentacles card, the peacock is up here. So there's a level of cocky swag. Here, it's like, I feel relatively confident in my direction. Somebody has given you information, or you're giving somebody information. It could be a earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. But this isn't, I mean, you're not being completely stingy with your resources. I think someone is passionate and gung-ho here, a fire sign, right? They're ready to make the leap, ready to move quickly. You have the direction and they have the passion, is what I'm getting. You have the clear communication, the clear thought process. They brought the passion to the table. With respect to money, it's analysis. Like, we can maybe do this, but let's look at it a little closer. Being ready to present something. So it looks like whatever it was or is in your current energy, like you're ready to present it to the world. You're ready to share it. What is the near future, Holy Spirit, for Gemini? There are some resources here to work with. None to waste, but I feel like, Gemini, you feel like you communicated clearly to this person. Whether it was this is how much money we have, this is what we're going to do, this is where we're going. You feel like, you were clear. Okay? And so your future energy is pulling back on your resources and money. You're like, okay, we need to pull back, be more conservative. Or someone's energy is that, I feel like it's yours though. You have a good grip. Like, you see things very clearly. With this Ace of Wands energy under here, this is your energy, Gemini. It's like a new idea, clear communication, concise thought. Here's what it is. Here's what we're doing. Like, you feel really strongly you've communicated that. I feel like you're like, yeah, the plan is set. All right. What is in the environment? What in the environment is influencing this situation for my Gemini friends, Holy Spirit? Okay, Seven of Pentacles, right? It's, you think you're in a very practical frame of mind. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but this is being conservative, right? Let's sow a few seeds, see how it's growing, analyze it. Are we using the best course of action? Somebody is like, yeehaw. I think it's that fire sign, because I saw the Knight of Wands again. So they are very much like, let's go, let's move, let's move, let's move. You are like, I sort of see what's coming. No, I have great clarity. I feel like in this scenario, you are the leader, Gemini, in some capacity. And you're like, no, I can't. So I think the issue is speaking the truth in love. I think it's speaking the truth in love. It's saying what you need to say in a loving way. That's your overall energy, is the King of Cups. It's saying what you need to say in a loving way because you can see more clearly what's going on. So your crossing energy is the Ten of Wands, them saying, I quit, a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. So you're concerned about them quitting or leaving, and they could hold a position with a lot of responsibility. You will be left holding the bag, juggling everything if they quit, and standing in your power. So it's like you're the entrepreneur, you're the boss, and you're like, I don't want them to quit. I will be left holding the bag. But how do I tell them we need to be more conservative? And so, yeah, the King of Swords, that is your energy. Like, I feel like I'm the king, but your sword is down. Like, almost like, yeah, like, I see what's coming. I'm in charge. It's up to me to make the final decision. I want to tell them the truth. I want to do it in a loving way. That's your challenge or crossing energy, Gemini. Okay. And then what is the outcome, Holy Spirit? I'm going to read your guidance card again about it's not just about being right. Because I don't think in some scenarios, it's not about what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. It's the Page of Swords. So this is, I think you feel debilitated. Like you have to dummy down your message is what I'm getting. I'm looking at his face like, really? So in this scenario, it's like you don't want to be talked about or perceived a certain way, Gemini. And so it does take great patience. Temperance, Sagittarius energy takes a lot of patience to contend with this situation. Having a balance of hot and cold, sweet and sour, it's balanced energy. So you don't want to be perceived as, you want to be perceived as balanced. You want to be perceived as sane, but it's like it's driving you nuts. I don't see the Nine of Swords yet, but it's just like that. Like we've got to be conservative. I feel like this is a work-related situation. Yeah, it's a test of your character. Yeah, consider the other person's perspective. I feel like you feel like they don't see your perspective. But if you're the supervisor, they won't. And it could go vice versa. Like you could be the one who's like, yeah, let's move forward. And someone is encouraging you to hold back. Like, no, I don't think that that's what we should do. It could be an accountant, an advisor, somebody who's much more conservative than you are, Gemini, who's like, no, I don't think we should. I don't think we should. You could feel like they're treating you like a child when you're a king. You could feel, diminished in that way. Ten of Cups is a very emotional person, a very loving person, full of emotion. They do love you, Gemini, and I feel like that's why they're telling you what they're telling you. They know you won't, or vice versa. Like what's needed is lots of love, ooey gooey, sticky love versus sharp truth. Okay. Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the Four of Cups. So this is contemplative energy, sort of being balanced, being bored even. Cups energy is our Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy. So, it's being laid back, and then it's you or somebody else. You could be gung-ho, and at first they were laid back in the recent past. Like you were ready to make a move, and you had to motivate them. What's this Page of Pentacles, Holy Spirit? Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It's a lot of pentacle energy. I think because it's involving money or your work situation. But you all could tell me better than I could guess. Okay. So, yeah, this is divine. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. Somebody, I feel like this is you, Gemini. You're like, no, I know what I'm talking about. Like, my gut instinct. You have, strong advisors around you. Somebody is using their intuition, strong intuition. I feel like that's you, Gemini. That's strong energy, like intuition, intellect, knowing in your knower what you know. Like being surrounded by advisors who can see what's going on. So you feel like you have very sure guidance. And then the Ace of Wands here is a divinely inspired idea. It drops into your lap. That is also fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Yep. So something was said, Gemini, that this Queen of Wands, that's a fiery girl. Okay. Something was said that ended the relationship. Like there was a major pulling back, or something could be said, right? It's the next 10 days. So watch how you deliver this message, because you can kill this friendship or relationship by the way you deliver the message. Because this is a fiery person. If it is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and they're not in a good place, it could go bad. You fear them leaving. Like you could sever the relationship. That's your fear. Okay, so there is going to be a breakthrough. There's a judgment call in this situation by the divine. There's intervention. There's going to be a judgment call. I feel like it's going to be a breakthrough in the either in the finances. Like there's going to be a breakthrough in the finances. I want to go straight, Holy Spirit, to the Page of Swords. Can we clarify this outcome for my Gemini friends, please? Okay, so I'm going to have to clarify your challenges. All right, Lord. Okay, the Ten of Wands. Can we clarify the Ten of Wands, please, Holy Spirit? What do you want Gemini to know? Please clarify the Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles, and the Empress. All right, the first clarifier is the Queen of Pentacles. So you come up in the level of your business acumen increases, and that's from hard work and staying focused. Whether that's you, Gemini, or your counterpart, there's that person's focus and hard work get you to another level. They can do it. I don't know if you see it that way. I don't know if you see it as them trying to take over. Because this isn't your challenge position. It's like your challenge position is maybe honoring and acknowledging their strengths. They are defensive. That's fire energy. Sagittarius, yeah, the King of Wands. They feel like they know as much as you do. Like, I know how to do this. I know, but they may not have good emotional maturity. They may be at a Princess of Cups. Like, they don't have a good emotional intelligence. All right. So, what is the Page of Swords? Or you don't. I'm not sure. So, this is Cancer energy. It's the Chariot. It's traveling, going somewhere, leaving. Someone could be gossiping and telling other people, well, I'll just leave then. If, it could be this other person, could be you, Gemini. It's your energy. It's like, don't match the immaturity. Don't match the immaturity tit for tat. Don't do that. You're better than that, Gemini. Any other clarifiers on the outcome, Holy Spirit? Some of you may be like, I'm leaving, but it's an opportunity for forgiveness. Remember, your initial guidance card was, there is an opportunity for forgiveness, Gemini. Take the high road. Because I feel like somebody is I think your goals are different. Like, they're passionate. The devil is in the details, is what I'm hearing. The devil is in the details, Gemini. Before you leave, articulate clearly your vision. Okay, articulate clearly your expectations, Gemini. Before you leave or they leave, articulate clearly your expectations so everybody is on the same page. Those are the remnants and marks of a great leader. The Emperor is thorough and experienced in their communication. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. If you desire more information, Gemini, click the link. I am running a special right now. It's a Chiron Inner Healing special, $11.22 for a recorded 30-minute reading. I think you're absolutely worth it. I don't think it gets any better than that around these YouTube parts. But I felt very inclined to offer that with Chiron in a 5-month retrograde as it relates to inner healing. I just felt compelled to share myself and my services with you guys at a discounted rate for people who may be having a particularly difficult time in a transition. So I love you guys dearly, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be on the lookout for your August reading. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified when I put those up. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful 10 days. Bye-bye.